Round one is just finished, and we won't see round two for a very, very long time. What's up, everybody? It's the Sports Code, aka Aiden, and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be about the AFL being suspended or postponed until May 31st, and also will be reviewed in April just to see where the current situation is. So before we get started, please like, subscribe. If you're going to miss the AFL like I will, I think a lot of people will miss the AFL. It's one of the only sports that was really on at the time, and now it's slowly every single sport is going to be taken away, it looks like. So it's not a good thing to see, but at the end of the day, they tried it, and then they knew it just wasn't going to work out, so they had to suspend it. So yeah, we're not going to see football for around 10 weeks. And I think they're going to start to cram in games when it comes back, play as many games as possible, less quarters, less rounds, and then that's how they're going to end up finishing the season. Also, I want to really mention the AFLW being cancelled in general. With the AFLW, look, it was a really good season to watch. Really, like it was a good season to watch, and now there's not going to be any premieres given to those AFL women, those ladies. So at the end of the day, that sucks for them. Again, I'm a Melbourne supporter, but I think everybody that I know that has talked about it should. I think it should have been awarded to Fremantle, to be honest, because they're undefeated, I'm pretty sure. So you have to give the credit to them, for they're not playing for nothing. Like, how sad would that be? It's a really bad situation for the women AFL players, and hopefully things can get rectified, or things can get change. Maybe their season doesn't end up being cancelled, but for now it's officially been cancelled. Changes could happen, who knows? There's always going to be meetings with the AFL. There might be a situation where things get overruled, but at the moment, I feel sorry for those ladies who pretty much played the whole season for the fans, but they don't get anything out of it. They're not even going to get an opportunity for the premierships. All the 6 teams that were in the finals that played and ended up winning, it doesn't mean anything. So yeah, look, it is what it is. It's not a good situation, but we have to take into consideration the seriousness of what's happening in Australia and all around the world. Australia is going into a lockdown, for anybody that doesn't know. So we're following other countries' lead, and we're going to take the necessary precautions to keep our country safe. So cancelling the AFLW, it sucks. I really enjoyed this season. I think it was a much better season than last season and the first season before that. Improvements are being made every year, and that's only a sign in the right direction if you think about it. We have to support these ladies every year to help improve the quality of the game, as well as improve the attendance of the games. But for now, neither is the main concern. So yeah, I think it had to be cancelled. It wasn't there wasn't many rounds left to go. So a suspension would have probably been more ideal. But I guess the fixturing between the AFLW and the AFL, the trainings and all of that might have been in the way. I'm not sure. I really don't know. So let me know what you guys think about that. Do you think the AFLW should have been cancelled, or do you think it should have been postponed, or they should have played through it? Well, let me know what you guys think. Yeah, look, it's just a bad situation. Now, moving on to the AFL. Yeah, so 10 weeks of the AFL is going to be, it's going to struggle. And I know we have a lot of international viewers from America and from England and from all these countries, because they have nothing else to watch. They wanted to pay attention to the AFL. And now we've had a lot of international awareness. They really liked our sport. And now that the sport that everybody was watching, it seems to now be cancelled, it's pretty sad. Like it's like a worst case scenario situation. We only played one round, and then it ended up being cancelled. I know it's the right decision. It's the right thing to do, and it's not going to be forever, but 2 months without football is going to be a very, very long time, and a lot of people are going to hate that period of time. We waited so long already for the AFL to come back after the grand final. It's almost an instant thing. As soon as the grand final finishes, all of the fans miss their team. All of our fans miss watching the AFL, watching the crowds, watching the umpire stuff up, and watching our teams perform well, and all of this. And it's nothing's like going to an AFL game, and I've said that many times. Yes, I haven't been to Manchester United game. I haven't been to a Bulls game. I haven't been to these arenas, but I can tell you for sure, nothing is the same as an AFL game. You go to an AFL game, it's a whole different experience than what you would see in a football game. I have been to soccer games. I've been to Argentina versus Brazil when they came into Australia. Nothing was the same as the AFL, and that's our sport. That's the best sport in the world, in my opinion. And now it's gone for another 2 months. It's a sucky situation. So I think at this time, round one has ended, and all the teams have played. The matches were really good. A lot of them were not really close at all. There were a few close ones, but at the end of the day, this ladder doesn't really mean much. After round one, Port Adelaide's first on the ladder, which no one expected, and I think obviously Gold Coast is last, which a lot of people do expect. But it just it doesn't mean much now because we just have so long to wait until round two. Everyone's going to forget it. Port Adelaide fans are going to have a great time just, having bragging rights for 10 weeks. And then it's going to end up meaning nothing. Now, everything still stands in terms of what the AFL has said. They plan to finish the entire season, including finals, 144 matches, and including finals. So it's still gonna go as planned. It's just that the plan is being postponed until May 31st. Now, it is being reviewed in April, so there is a chance that if everything is over by April, that's like the best case scenario, I would assume. Then the AFL could continue before then, but for now, it's definitely being suspended until the 31st of May. So let me know what you guys think about that. And yeah, look, with this news, what does this mean for Australians? I guess the good news is that the rugby, it looks like it's still the NRL is still going on. I guess we can all pay attention to that. It's not necessarily the best sport to watch in Australia, but it is very entertaining at times, and people can watch that sport if they're really into it. I guess that's what I'm going to have to turn to now for some sports. And what this also means for cricket as well, like if the AFL is being postponed until May 31st, June or July, wherever it actually starts again, the cricket is also going to get affected now because they have the licensing for the MCG. I've said this in a previous video. So where would the AFL Grand Final be played? Where will any of the fixtures before the Grand Final be played? Now, there's a positive in Optus Sport, or not Optus Sport, the Optus Stadium willing to play the Grand Final in Perth, which is going to be really, really, really weird because it's the first time that the Grand Final probably wouldn't be played in Melbourne. It is weird, but I guess with these unnatural circumstances and these terrible predicaments that we've been put in, that we have to adapt to the changes. No, I don't think anybody wants to see the Grand Final move to Perth unless you live in Perth, but I think everybody would want the MCG to be the Grand Final stage. That's where everybody in the end has played it, so why change? But sometimes changes have to happen. Changes force you to make decisions that you don't want to make, and this is going to be another one. So where would the AFL Grand Final be played, and also all the home games? The scheduling is going to be tough as well because a lot of Perth teams, for example, or even teams in Adelaide, they're going to have to play multiple games at home and then multiple games away. They're not going to necessarily go travel the way that they used to. It's going to be very tight scheduling for the the out of state teams. So that's another thing to consider. There is obviously more. We'll know more in time, but yeah. So far, AFL being cancelled or being delayed until May 31st. Let me know what you guys think about that. Let me know what you guys think about the Grand Final and this whole predicament. This is a really bad situation to be in. And I have to mention, it's not just the AFL that's been worrying Australia. Like all of Australia is going into lockdown in the next 2 days, so we have to be very prepared for anything that comes. And it's just a very weird time. I've seen it in other countries, but it's happening here, and it's only going to get worse. Sometimes things have to get worse to get better, and we're in the situation where the worst is yet to come, but also there is a shining light from the tunnel, and we will eventually get there as a country. And we've just, we've got to stay positive until otherwise. I know it's a very tough time. A lot of people are stressing. A lot of people are panic buying. A lot of people are just trying to. It's like a survival of the fittest sometimes for many people. That's their mentality. But I think working together would ultimately benefit all Australians. So for everybody that's gonna miss football, miss the AFL, miss any sport within Australia and all the other countries in the world, I think we just got to realize and understand why they're doing this. And I think, as much as my greediness would want all these sports to come back, there is other things that have to happen first before we can get the things that we love back. So it takes sacrifice in order to get the best outcome you could possibly have. That's all I really have to say. I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Let me know in the comments anything that you think about this pandemic, or the AFL, any other sport. Let me know what you guys think. The next AFL related video will probably be the round 1 results, which will happen tomorrow because all the rounds just finished today. Don't really want to drag it into one video. It's already a bit too long. And yeah, anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Take care and peace.